Good morning, Sagittarius friends. Welcome. We're going to be using the ethereal visions today. Do your heart spread right now. This couples read or read for whoever's on your minds. What it's really for, guys. This for May. So thank you for joining me on the beach. Sun, moon, rising, Venus could be. I usually look at my sun because I tested them all for a while. I first started reading tarot years ago. Being that I have 4 planets in Sagittarius, seems like that's usually what resonates for me. But I appreciate it by subscribing. Next week we'll try to give away some free readings to whoever has the most likes or something on the reads. I really appreciate everyone. And we've already shuffled here, Sag, so bear with me. I'll show you the cards. I'm going to put some up here. And the wind's coming, so you're showing up with the Knight of Swords, okay? No nonsense attitude. This is you in the relationships, not necessarily in relation to the one you're in your person, but always is if you're in a relationship and you have someone on your mind here, so there's something. But you're kind of the stern part of you, the part of you that can speak up. Sag can kind of be like Libras. We don't like the confrontation and all that. Excuse me. Allergies. But this is you kind of channeling the tougher part of yourself right now in terms of relationships. And sometimes that could be a response to the person we're dealing with, and sometimes it's just in response to where we're at in general. It's not bad. It's good energy to come in with. And they're coming in with the Six of Pentacles. That's not bad. This is their energy or whoever you're thinking of. They could be an earth sign. But they're coming in with kind of a balanced energy. Now, when you come in with a relationship like this, usually it's because maybe things weren't balanced before. And hopefully, so they've learned to balance themselves in some way. And it could be even just in a practical way to take care of their bills and their financial things. They understand reciprocity now. They kind of they may know their worth now. You're like, I'm not going to sell myself short again. I'm not going to do 90%. Well, they do 10. And with you being the King of Swords, exactly how a King of Swords would feel in that regard, you know. And you're coming in having to channel this harder, tougher side of yourself, Sag, which is usually not real easy for most of us, you know. We want to just be, want everyone to get a Rodney King. Why can't everyone just get along? That's like the Sag's motto, should be. So let's see how you feel, Saz. Once you're in the relationship, you feel damn good. Damn good. And there's something with the Six of Cups and them coming in with the Six of Pentacles. Let's see how they feel once they're in the relationship. Queen of Swords. This is very good so far. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard to fuck this up, guys. Let's see where we go. Because the 1 and 2, it's okay. You're both coming in with maybe a little chip on your shoulder, having made adjustments in yourselves in terms of how you relate to others, you know. And I think positive adjustments. But once you're in the relationship, Sag, what a beautiful feeling that is. Just look at it. That's how you feel, huh? With this person. You don't even need words. They could be someone from the past, but in this position, not so much. If it came up over here, maybe more. But it's just a feeling. I must that. Oh my God! Like I've known you all my life, and I'm so comfortable with you, and I can tell you everything, and soulmate type of feeling. And then the fact that your person is the Queen of Swords, meaning you as the King of Swords, because look, this King of Swords, that's how you want to be, Sagittarius, in relationships right now. And it's like this person understands reciprocation, so it's about energy. So they maybe unconsciously even understand how to meet the energy that you have. And maybe this is why you feel so damn comfortable with it. It's beautiful. I just like stop right here. uh, this is beautiful. And they kind of instinctively are meeting your King of Swords energy. Now, the only downside to this I can possibly see here, uh, the main downside, I guess I should say, is don't later misinterpret this, because here you're coming in a little hard. You're coming in hard. Just a second. And once you get in the relationship, you're just like, now you're going back to being yourself with the Six of Cups, the softy, the teddy bear Sag, and you know, that kind of thing. Sorry, guys, allergies. And and right now, your person's just being very cool. But don't interpret that later as like, well, they're kind of, because maybe they're not softening quite as much, because what you're doing is you're allowing them to feel like they can assert themselves, and that when they're in your relationship with you, your partner doesn't feel they have to give up anything. They don't have to hide themselves. This is why you're feeling Six of Cups. They're open with you because they don't feel with you that they kind of feel Six of Cups too, because they don't feel like they have to hide anything. They can tell you, like they might tell you something harsh. This is how you know someone really you have that connection. They're like, you're being a dick right now. You need to just shut the fuck up and give me a minute, because you're really being a dick, or something harsh, but in a really cool, loving way where they really get you. Because sometimes we are a dick, Sagittarius. I love it. I love the interaction. This is your advice, Sag. I don't want to move them that way. This is going to be your advice in the Eight of Wands from the universe for you in this relationship. And that's like mission control. We have a launch. Go, go, go. That's what that is. And, this should be our card. This is what every Sag wants, is just to run free through fields. Wow. I like that. There's a lot of energy. It's wanting you to kind of bring energy to this too, I think it's saying. And Seven of Wands. Okay, so we're going to compare the Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands. This is your partner's advice to the universe, from the universe, in and around the relationship, for them personally. Um, this is not bad, but I'm trying to think. They're having this Seven of Swords. Okay, Sag, this is important. You know how I said they're almost instinctively meeting your sword energy that you're presenting, okay? Uh, of being open and being honest and being assertive and being frank and strong and fearless kind of energy too. But it has a little edge to it, a little metallic edge to it, an airy air energy, that Sagittarius kind of can get us kind of edgy, you know. And I think when you're coming at them, it and I don't even think you should really do anything much different, other than maybe realize that it's a little hard for them to keep up with you energetically. Here, um, and they may have give a little pushback, okay, to you here. Um, but it's not a bad thing. It's like really, like I kind of said a minute ago, like they might say, "Give me a minute," but yeah, it's like you may have to kind of give them a minute. Like, don't like pull your punches, but uh, uh, just don't expect them to be like exactly like you, be able to do things exactly like you do it. Particularly, I think physical things. Uh, and they're going to give you some resistance, and they may assert some boundaries. Because Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, you could see that as kind of lack of boundaries. That's just like Eight of Wands. Do it this way. Eight of Wands is like you drive over to your friend's house and just show up randomly at dinner and insert yourself into their dinner. Bad boundaries. Seven of Wands is like you call first and say, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And they invite you over to dinner. And their boundaries. So they might feel some need to assert boundaries with you. And I don't think it's bad, you know. I think it's just going to be some kind of adjustment. I think watching this reading, that's really going to help you. It's going to be just like a little speed bump kind of adjustment. Wow. Now, this is your advice from the universe here for your relationship as a whole. And it's the Tower, guys. Okay. Something needs to change. The Tower's in between this Eight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So the advice is for both of you to put a lot of energy into the relationship. And I think in some way you're going to put more. Or you can even say in the classic Sagittarian, Jupiterian style, you just somehow do too much, go too far, and they have to back it off a little bit, and this Tower falls. But this, it could be what's crossing you, but it's advice from Spirit. When you have the Tower, the advice, it's Uranus energy in the chart, which is crazy important in a synastry chart. You don't want that. I will say rather have Saturn in that aspect. But sudden change. I think there's just going to be a sudden change in terms of your relationship. Let's just see what the outcome gets us. And the Ten of Swords. Wow. Yeah, clarify that out. We're going to get into this because we're going in some kind of time frame now. Unless it's just a breakup. But you guys have such good energy here. You both came in. Maybe you came in not really being yourselves. You know? Because Ten of Swords is I'm done. But what is the Tower? We're going to clarify with the Lovers, the Star, and the Seven of Cups. So now I want to get some advice for the relationship for Sag. Because it looks like this is over, and then the heart spread switches to a reading for you, unless you're the cross watcher, same difference. But apparently this Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands was a big fight. And your person may have really pushed back being the Queen of Swords. And probably something didn't feel balanced to them. But let's get all these in here. So we got the Lovers, we got the Star, and we got the Seven of Cups. And, it's a creepy Seven of Cups in this ethereal tarot deck here. With these three. I usually see a progression of time here, but I really don't. I think this is just going to come to an abrupt end. If maybe that's why you're even watching this reading, because it already did. I think like the problem would be that when this person met your energy of the King of Swords, it's that energy when you're in a relationship where you just want to please the other person, do what they want. But it probably wasn't really their energy. And it was just trying, and maybe this King of Swords to start with wasn't exactly your energy. And, but at the beginning, because they were coming across to you just the way you wanted to be understood and talked to and saying what you wanted to hear, it made you feel that Six of Cups here, energy, Sag. But as time went on, you just had more invested in the relationship than they did, and they became like defensive. They may not really understand what happened. I think they're just like, I don't know what happened with us, because it maybe did seem good at the beginning. They may have seen you as this king and been really drawn to that, wanting to kind of bring themselves up to even make to the point of making a little more of themselves than they really were, but having a little more bravado than they were naturally comfortable with, and then can't really sustain that. In the long run, you want to go back to your natural state. If you're a Libra, the last thing you ever want to be is the Queen of Swords. So the Tower looks like it's going to involve a lover, okay? And there's probably going to be an Aquarius involved in this. Aquarius energy, Uranus energy. I told you, Tower's Uranus. And I think that this is this is going to be pretty recent, like it's right now, I'm sorry, or very soon. But being left now in a state of where like I said, I don't think they understand, and I don't think you really understand what happened, but I think I kind of explained it. Um, and whichever one of you it took the lover, who possibly has this Aquarian energy, right? Um, you might not even understand exactly why you did that, you know. But you're obviously sabotaging the relationship because you felt like the energy wasn't right. You know, if you were the Sag, you felt like why are they being so defensive? Why are they being so tight? I thought they were cool. They were this Queen of Swords, and we were like Bonnie and Clyde, man. And it turns out, we're like not. We're just fighting all the time and stuff. And so I think that's hopefully I could say something here to make it a little clearer in this, which could just be emotionally depressed, turmoil, don't understand, foggy, that kind of energy about this relationship, and particularly for you, Sag, because you had that Six of Cups. I've been here. To go from the Six of Cups to the Seven of Cups is devastating energy. It's literally, I think, really just could sum this up in one phrase that, romance phase, when the romance phase ended, kapoom, there was nothing else there. It was an illusion. Six cups, seven of cups. It was an illusion the whole time, but it felt so real to you, and you really believed in it. You gave it everything. You went all out, So thank you, Sag. Let me know if that resonates, guys. I appreciate your watching. Give us a like. It's good karma. It's easy, and I do appreciate everyone. Subscribe. It helps a lot.